Honestly, man, of all the places I've gone to over the years now, and it's crazy, I started adding them up. I'm like, I've gone to like almost all the meccas other than Amsterdam, but and maybe Jamaica. But Germany had the best home growers. There's no question, dude. Everything was so well grown, cured very well. What wasn't cured very well, the person, I mean, even yourself, you were very specific on everything that you gave me. You're like, this one, like the knowledge level. And maybe it's because there's such a small amount that you can grow. So you're so much more intimate with that particular plant. But it seems like everything is done so well, dude. The samples I got blew my mind. Just really, really good flower.
Well, I guess it's like German engineering, like German people, if they commit to a hobby, they really go overboard. Like Germans are also known for their like aquariums, like fish and stuff. And if you meet somebody who does that type of hobby, it's not just one aquarium or two, it's like 10, 15, and then the best equipment, like they spend their whole money to get the best lights, to get everything like the best, top notch. And it's pretty much the same with the wheat, like growing wheat at home, because they want to have like the best of the best. And they really, I guess, yeah, they pay a lot of money for equipment, and that pays out. Like people are also very, like they invest a lot of time to learn a lot of stuff. There's a lot of new people since the legalization that really try to get into the growing hobby and really take it very serious. Like they want to achieve really good results, and I guess that's part of it as well.
Yeah, let me guess. You can only have 3 fish, and each fish has to be in a different tank, right?
Well, you're allowed. You can only. Well, there's laws as well. You can have a lot of fish, but it's limited, and you need like at least 60 liters of water to hold fish in there. So you aren't even allowed to keep fish like in certain containers or aquariums because it's too small. And so, I mean, it's the right way.
Oh shit! I thought you were joking, dude.
No.
That was good. Oh,
very strict over there.
I'm just curious. I'm just curious of the young lad when he's going, I can't wait to be the weed and fish police. You know, the guy that's got his little he's rattling doors, he's walking by, knocking, make sure
you have to study law, I guess, to understand everything. If you want to enjoy your hobby, you got to have a law degree as well, I guess, like in certain
absurd.
Plans.
Well, and then you see it. You mentioned that you have a prescription as well, and that's something that blew my mind when I saw Canadian brand stuff and California brand stuff there, and I'm thinking this is smuggle pack. No, this is an international deal that they source the product. I mean, there was legitimately quality stuff that I forgot somebody had some that was from Cali, and I was like, this isn't really. And then I looked, I smelled, I was like, dude, this is definitely that Lance. This is AKA Runts to me, but. It was
some of it is smuggled as well. It's my personal. I mean, I can't prove it, of course, but it feels like some stuff isn't.
But it's brand new. It just was recently harvested. It makes me wonder. I'm like, how did this get through everything and made its way overseas? And it's just harvested last month.
Well, some people that have told me that the regular dispensary weed that's getting shipped to Germany, there is some of it because some companies sell their stock or some stock to German pharmacies. And with these shipments, also some stuff comes with it that's not that's like illegal, I guess. So they use the same shipment and then get some more in, I guess. I feel like that's what I've heard, at least.
Well, and in that case, like you see, and if you live there, especially, this is one thing I realized only on day 3 is for the citizens. You know, this is unheard of for me. I've never seen the people getting taken care of first. It's always the businesses and the corporations right away, but the people got the play first. So you were able to have consumption immediately, and then now cultivation. It may not be a lot, and but hear me out. It's rare. Normally it goes into the commercial side first, and you're getting it from dispensaries. And I do think it's a crime that they don't have their own commercial grows and they're sourcing it from other countries. However, it's does leave a big opportunity for people like yourself to be able to be the first people to get into these commercial spaces once it does become a thing. Maybe not this particular party that's in power, but it could be a situation where, people who've already been doing the work, who've been able to make it work with 3 plants and we're on the medicinal side, it may open up that avenue. It just, like we were talking about before we started the episode, some of these restrictions, and you were mentioning how now this recent party doesn't really love all these rules, right? Kind of wants to change things. Could you kind of elaborate a little bit more?
Yeah, sure. Well, so the CDU, the party is called CDU. It's the biggest party here in Germany. I guess they have around like 1/3, more or less, in votes. So they have like the majority. And last year, where the legalization was, like the law was passed, another government was in place with like 3 parties that made a coalition together. And these 3 parties all have like smaller voting bases, but together, when putting all 3 together, they were bigger than the majority, like the CDU I've just told you about. So they were able to form a government with a majority, even though each party that was part of it usually wouldn't be able to. But because the coalition, they had the majority of votes, and those parties were pretty liberal and pretty much pro-wheat. So they made it happen, actually. But it didn't take long, like half a year, and everything was pretty much throwing overboard. And now the CDU took the government back, like they are in the power now, and they want to turn it back, I guess.
It's the unfortunate reality when you have a multi-party system. If you just have a system in general where power shifts from one side to the other, is it usual for parties to kind of repeal or rescind policies after a party is in power? Because I know in Canada we have the same system where it's kind of an unwritten rule that when something gets passed in the previous government, unless it's very controversial, maybe like weed is, the next party kind of just leaves it alone, and then they focus on the next thing.
It's pretty much the same over here, at least as far as I know of. I've never witnessed anything like it, and the German people also find it very strange because, I mean, you've voted for it, you had the majority, you've passed the law, so it should be in place, and it shouldn't be taken away again. So it's pretty unusual, but the thing is that it seems like the politics isn't as informed as the German people are, actually, because they are not quoting like scientific stuff. Oftentimes they are quoting like things that just aren't true, like illegal groups taking over here in Germany, and how do you call it? Like making big bucks in black market since the legalization, because it's much more easily now. It's BS, actually. Like we can't see anything like that. And black market was there before as well, and we can actually see that the black market is slowing down right now because the clubs, like the system that's in place now, makes sense. The social clubs, that's part of the law, is that you can get a license and then you can grow weed for your club. And in this club, you can have up to 500 members, and every member has to be a German citizen for at least 6 months. So you can take part in that club, and then you can get your weed there. It's like a dispensary just for limited people and for like local people only. So as a tourist, you can't go there and get your weed. You need to be a citizen. And,
I think that's great. I got no problem with that at all, to be honest. I think
it's actually great because also they need to be non-profit. They aren't allowed to make a profit as well. So
that sucks. There's that part, I guess. That's unfortunate.
Well, you have your ways to make money, but the issue is that, or the benefit is that you have to sell your weed to your members at pretty low prices, which is a huge bummer for the black market, I guess, because they sell weed here for much higher prices. And if you have like a club that is selling the same weed with the same quality for like half the price, of course people try to get into the club. So it is good in terms of reducing the black market, but obviously it's not perfect. Like
this FTS clip was brought to you by AC Infinity, leaders in garden innovation. Use discount code TheStash15 at checkout to save some money on your order.
From the Stash Podcast.